Let's see, what is this dude doing? Running gunboats. Is he the pocket then? Or is he the roamer? Please tell me he's not just another dude who's following a fad. Who's like, I saw those Invat players running gunboats. Alright, he just very well might be. So he's pocket, he's rolling out. Here on Snakewater. Let's see what he can do. Waiting for those crit heals. He's the pocket. Alright. He's going top left. Looks like he's alone, so ideally you would have a scout or something playing on the side where the medic is. Here he's like not being fought by a scout at all, and there were no scouts on the roof. If I were him, I would have probably rocket jumped both of those soldiers, but he just kind of waddled across. He wasn't contested, so I guess that's fine. Now here, he should chase, but he shouldn't. He's moving way too fast. Like, what he should have done was waited, like, right here 2 seconds for his team to catch up, then jump in. And when you jump in, you want to, like, land on positions that aren't, like, low ground. There he got a good force. He dies for it. That's kind of acceptable, because I think your Uber is so good that you should win this no matter what. But probably what I would have done differently is, like, yeah, I would have probably tried to get on a high ground position, like bomb up here, land on here, get the force, and then rocket jump away. That way you know, you don't necessarily have to die every time you force them. It's kind of a roamer. It's like a rule of thumb you usually tell a roamer, but if you're going to be a what the fuck, Jazza? That's a shot for me? Alright, dude. Have fun. Alright, I gotta focus though. Alright, they have full ad, basically. They have a huge ad. But you guys have some cap time, so you could maybe send someone behind if they don't cover everything. If I were him, I'd be playing kind of high ground, building on a scout. Your roamer, I don't think, should be hiding. You hide when you're going to let them in for free. If you're going to spam them, your roamer should be like on the roof as well, spamming them. Maybe pressuring the flank, but yeah. You guys are both spamming now. You should be rocket jumping out. I feel like he should have known that they would know he was there, just because he was right here, and then he just backed up. He wasn't hiding here the whole time, so they would have known to check that. If he was going to react to that, like the moment the soldier looked at him, he should have rocket jumped, and then probably gone for the demo who bombed. Like, sometimes you'll see people Uber, and someone will jump really, really far, so it'd be impossible to flash them, and you can just focus them down really quick. So I probably would have gone for that guy. Alright, so he's back in. He knows they have advantage. They Ubered. He has decent health right now. I would rocket jump and kill that scout right now. Double air shot. It's kind of disturbing that 3 of his teammates were still at last while he's out here. But they're down 3, so here he should probably just jump in, get high ground. I would probably bomb all the way up to here. That way you can guarantee they have to run away. But this should be a similar setup. They have slight ad on you, so playing high ground, you should be able to leapfrog this. Oh, your demo, so close. Jump again, dude! He should have come over here, landed here, rocket jumped off the wall, gotten out. Instead he like landed here and then like tried to waddle over. He definitely could have gotten out of that. Alright, so they're feeding you. Just kill this guy behind, then you'll have 3 down, so you can just go to middle. Should be free. Unless you lose the 1v1. Alright, he got the kill. They're down 3. Go to mid. Just move those stickies, yeah. It's good. Trap on the left. He really likes to spam, like, it seems. He likes to play on low ground and spam. I think he should have, the moment he saw that demo, he should have jumped. Like, the demo not looking at him, your team had 2 picks, number advantage, I would jump immediately. But, like, land, again, on a position like this shed, so you can hit the demo for big damage, turn their eyes to you, then your flank can all get in. even if he was running fucking shotgun, he should be probably jumping that guy. So you guys are probably going to get Uber for holding last. You're running 2 off classes, which is good. You see them all coming in right. So if I were him, I would go into them. But instead he's getting Ubered when he has like single digits of health. So now your medic has to stay on him. If I were him and I was getting Ubered at that low of health, I would just go to spawn and resup, because it's such a waste of time to get healed back up to 300. Your team had a heavy who's getting fully tanked, so you can be pretty sure that your team's not going to lose that hold in the time it takes you to go back to spawn. Here again, they're down 2. Their demo's alive, so just checking traps would be all you have to do, then get in. Alright, that was okay. He just didn't look at the scout. Like, he didn't respect that scout, I guess. What I probably would have done is come out here, checked above for the trap, because shooting this on the ground doesn't always clear the trap. If I saw that scout, I'd probably try and splash him off. And then if I hit him with the splash, then I would jump. If not, I would just keep kind of like distracting and walking. It's kind of suicidal to bomb when there's a scout just like sitting on a perch. So looks like you guys are stuck holding last. This is a good spot to be, so you can get a good juggle on them, force them in the shutter. Here I would rocket jump to the shutter, because then you could have blocked their medic from getting out. That's kind of the ideal situation, is when you have a slightly better Uber because they pop first, you want to either juggle their medic or cut off his exit so that you guys turn having a second Uber into a med pick and a huge advantage that you can push off of. Because only getting that 1 or 2 picks, like sometimes they'll be able to kite it well enough that you can't get off last. Killing their medic guarantees you can get off last, so I would have trusted that heavy to hold the Uber, jump forward here to either block the medic or start juggling him to like get him off of the doorway. So they're walking through right. They don't really have an advantage at this point, so I would probably call this off. Usually it's okay to peek like this, and it's okay to peek and like look, you know, to see if you can get another pick. But if it's even Uber 6v6, I wouldn't go. Like, it's just asking to make a round losing mistake, really. So I would be out of saw by now. Because if they coordinate and spam you from both angles, you're going to lose like 2 or 3 people and maybe force in that doorway. It's kind of risky. Oh, I said resupply. Ooh. So you saw that soldier jump to window. You should be like instantly expecting that bomb. That was like the most obvious thing in the world. Soldier jumps across, he's going to window. Like, and you can hear the rockets being fired that he's rocket jumping. So now they have advantage. I usually like playing like up on the pipe because it gives you good vision of both left and right, and you can get really good unreturned spam through this angle right here. You're already down 1. This spot is like a commitment spot where you're going to die. Plus, if they check it, you're not going to get anything. Alright, they're not checking it. So you should get the force. He survives. Alright, he made the right decision, like after they spotted him and they forced. To like just go behind them and see if he could live. Maybe what I would have done, since he could tell they didn't see him, is maybe I would have tried to defend second. Because the situation was 4 of your teammates died, so they'd just be getting rolled to last. Kind of the most like efficient play you can do is just stop second. I think it would have been realistic for him to kill 2 unhealed players that didn't know he was there. Like coming from maybe behind like this and then sneaking up on them, he might have been able to kill both of them. I don't like that he doesn't have 300 health, because Med's going right and he's going top left. But he just kind of waddles on mids. Like, On mids, there's no reason for him to be running gunboats if this is the way he's going to play. He'd be better off having a shotgun. He didn't rocket jump once. You know? Plus, if he's playing high ground, it's easier to deny people if you use a shotgun. So his medic died, the other team's medic lived. It's even numbers. They can get a pick on a roamer who's overextended. So that opens up the flank. So if the other team tries to push with advantage, they should see if they can pressure the flank, get people behind, and then just keep slowing them down. So they're up on roof. Looks like the other team's gonna give them Uber. You still want to play it fairly safe until you actually get Uber. You don't want to be too close, even if you're like 10% away. But looks like they're gonna get it. Medic's gonna move up now. Oh, the other team's pushing, so this should be like a juicy Uber. Like, I would be going into them. I would start walking into them, not backing up. You should be going into them. I guess you can bait them in, but if they were smart, their medic would have already been backing out. He wouldn't have given you the opportunity to kill them. You would have had to like push into them. Like, the medic never should have walked anywhere past this point. What they should have done was they should have Ubered their soldier, seen that you guys were backing up, and then the medic should have not gone anywhere closer than this. Let the soldier take the rest of the Uber and jump away, and then he just runs away. And the way to counter that is to like bait them a little bit, and then like bait them maybe to this point and then chase off that, instead of baiting all the way back to here, because now you just have to take back all this ground. Alright, so they do have big ad going last, but there's a scout behind them somewhere who's gonna die. Okay, that's a good pick to have. So they do have a big enough advantage to maybe have a scout peeking somewhere and kind of scouting it out to see if there's a sentry or a heavy or what. But it looks like they're about to go in blind, so they just Uber in right. Demo's just standing still, so yeah, you definitely want to kill him. Now you just get cap time, have your heavy classes play above the point, and like push them into spawn, and then you get a pretty textbook last push there. Pretty good. Hello, cars. All right. So, what's going on now? Top left. Alright, at least he has more health this time. I want to see what the timing is like. So your roamer goes in. My favorite way to use gunboats is have both soldiers jump, and then have the scout, one scout kind of being more heal oriented. But it looks like he just prefers to kind of just play the high ground. They're not contesting him, so I don't know. I guess he's okay doing what he's doing, but their medic has escaped the last two mids, and I think partially it's because he doesn't commit. But if it works for them, I guess there's nothing wrong with it, but if he's not committing, again, I'll question, why is he running gunboats? Alright, so we got 2 kills on the demo medic, which was pretty good. The only thing that I kind of didn't like was when he was like sitting right here. The medic there is, he had the demo here and the medic there. The medic, I'd say, is a more valuable pick. By killing the demo, he alerts the medic that he's there, which kind of can make this medic pick a lot harder to get. So if I were him, I probably would have ignored the demo and looked to see if I could kill the medic. It just so happened they were both weak, so we could one-rocket both of them, but I'd say the medic would be a bigger priority for winning that round. So that time he actually fought someone on the roof. I don't know, they have pretty good mids, so it's kind of hard for me to say what's wrong with like his mid style, because he's not really getting punished for it. But I see the potential for it to get punished. So he's walking through left, jumping in pretty deep. Man, I don't get why he like he's really passive, and then sometimes he's like stupidly aggressive when he has no reason to be. It seems like his timing might be a bit off. Like the times when he wants to go in really deep, he's doing it like a couple seconds too early. Maybe he needs to like check in with his teammates or have them confirm that they can follow up on his jumps. Because it happened that time when he jumped out window as well. His teammates were like right back here. When he jumped, he just needed to wait till they were around here. And then that time, his teammates were like right here, and he jumped from here. It's about what works in 1,000 games, not in this one. Yeah, essentially. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And it's honestly a fault of the other team. Like, if I were on the other team, and I saw a soldier sitting alone on the roof, if I were a scout, I would be pushing that kid every mid. Like, after the first 2 mids, if I noticed that, he'd be dead. Like, he'd be a free pick, basically. So there they had no off classes. They basically just sat back and waited to die. So that's kind of why they lost. He should have like jumped away or like jumped on the roof to spam them, jumped back, tried to look for a pick somewhere around here. You know, do something instead of just sitting back here trying to aim for directs on people on top of the point. If you're going to ignore the soldier that's bombing your medic, you need to bomb their medic. You need to kill their medic. Like, their medic is half health right now, or he was, and only the roamer committed to kill him. So either you sit back and kill the guys that are going for your medic, or you commit and kill their medic. You don't just, like, ignore the guys jumping your medic and then just do nothing. Like, it's got to be a little bit more decisive, I'd say, like, what the team's plan is. He's kind of like just in between. He's not aggressive and he's not really playing with the team either. Just kind of off on the side doing his own thing. What division is this? I never know, man. I guess it would be helpful to know what division this was. So now they are running a sniper, which is good. So the other team pops first. He jumps to the roof. I mean, that was the right idea, but he literally just stood on stickies. He could have killed that demo without sending all those stickies, but, you know, it happens. What am I watching? Why are you going for directs? Just shoot the fucking ground. Alright, good job. Alright, this should be a aggressive push. I wouldn't sit necessarily anyone on the point. I would just make sure every entrance is cleared right now. Moving out through left, you gotta check above, no traps. Alright, he's good. The demo jumped away, so now you can pretty much just walk into their scouts. Like, the biggest thing that's gonna kill you is when their demo has like a trap. So you don't have any traps to worry about. The roamer comes in, he's dead. Keep going, man. You have big ad. You don't need to stack this point. Keep going, man. Keep going. Never plays in the soldier way, and your roamer is like a puppy near him. You try to strat where both soldiers play aggressive, and you kind of failed at it. Here's my advice. If you want soldiers to both play aggressive, on Snakewater, the simplest way to do it is have one jump from left, have one jump from right, or go behind them and jump from behind. That way they're split and get sandwiched by your soldiers, and then just have like a countdown. The easiest way to count it down is just have your medic say, alright, everyone's healthy, go. Like, go in 2 or whatever. And then, like, your medic, when everyone's healthy or the scouts have been healed, then your soldiers jump after a 2-second countdown. It's kind of the simplest way to do it. I don't know.
The control point is being captured.
Their medic is really fucking low. You have gunboats. Do a fucking skip jump. Please kill this medic. Alright. Oh, he hit some nice rockets, but goddamn. It's kind of annoying me to see him with, like, these gunboats just, like, doing such simplistic shit. The reason I run gunboats on Pocket is so I can fly all over the fucking map, man. And get fast trades. Get, like, yeah, I don't know. But, whatever. Alright, he's walking left. They're down a soldier still. Sees soldier on pipe. Just backs up. The only way they could have like really gotten in there is if they had the scout leading the push. I feel like he leads a lot of these pushes just kind of like waddling in. I think it would help if they had a scout that would lead the push. And then that way he's not feeling like he can't jump because he's getting focused. He could jump the people that are like being tied up shooting his scout, you know? Right now they're running like 2 flank scouts, it looks like, and it's just soldier and demo. Generally, if you're running gunboats, like you want to have a combo scout, I'd say. Ah! Was he actually charged? No, he's just faking it, I guess. He gets crits and he just stands here, man. Fucking rocket jump. If they crits you, why would you stay still? Just sit on the ground. I would have jumped immediately. At least make them go for a crits air shot and be in a frag video, you know?
Control point is being contested. We have lost the control point.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't sit in that corner for 2 reasons. 1, it's basically even Ubers, and 2, he already used it, so the chances of it working again are pretty low. That was good to challenge those scouts off the roof. He could see that neither of them was buffed, and he had 300 health, so those are fights that you should be willing to take, is like when you know you have a health advantage over a scout, and you can maybe do a quick trade with him if you hit 1 rocket on him. But and they killed the medic, so that was good too. I like that when they know that there's no Ubers like here, that they challenge them in yard, you know? You don't want to just give it up for free, so fighting that was good. Their medic got out with demo. They're getting spawns. Knowing the spawn waves, though, they should probably re-push this, because there's currently only like 3 of them here. Maybe the spawns aren't in their favor. Never mind. They do have Uber ad, though. Might be worth pushing, or at least getting your sniper forward. You can afford to do that at least. Okay, now you definitely want to push. He's on the opposite side from his medic. There he got sandwiched by the soldier from drop down. He didn't know he was there. But the other thing is, like, none of these guys in lobby knew he was there either. Like, if I turned that corner, I saw the medic and demo didn't see me, I would rocket jump at them, kill the medic, and then be happy with that. I don't know, it was just a little bit of a slow reaction to, like, what he saw. He could have easily killed that medic if he wanted to, but instead he did, like, a mid-range spam shot. I think if he wants to be a sneaky player, like, which is an important thing to do it sometimes, like, it reminds me of that time when he was up here on the roof at middle. Like, you can use sneaky spots, and then once they see you, you should be able to react in time to rocket jump or back up or whatever. But if they don't see you, you should try and abuse that fact and, like, wait till you have the perfect opening and go for it. So, like, when he was there in lobby, I don't think that demo or medic saw him, so he could afford to commit to that fight. Until they turn and look at him, then I wouldn't commit, you know? You just want to always be testing the limits, kind of, and seeing if the other team's going to make a mistake. If they don't see you, then you win, basically. Alright, where's he? Your medic is being bombed. Rocket jump towards him. That soldier is half health. Rocket jump towards him. I don't like these fucking safety rockets, man. Those guys were both like guaranteed kills if you just jump at them, and you kill them a lot faster. Look at that. Now he's sneaky. And he gets out. I would have pulled out my escape plan and got into spawn. He could have rocket jumped after he was at 25 health too. I don't know. After killing that medic, hitting that rocket on the scout, I would have pulled out the escape plan and started running. And then just maybe sat in this corner, got arrowed, then go to spawn. Something like that. So passive on gunboats, I know. So he was nowhere near the Uber because he just spawned. Oof. Alright, looks like they're gonna win this. Their medic did die though. Just demo medic. Oh, the scout lived? Holy fuck, I thought that guy died. Jump him. Yes, good job. Now you need to get out. Bombing into 5 people, just straight into their face. Alright, he's dead. And now they lose the round. If you're gonna do that kind of play where you just jump straight at them, you either have to have everyone on your team completely like coordinated to commit so that there's so much chaos that they can't focus you jumping straight at them, or you try to find some angle where you can come up behind them a little bit more sneakily. Oh, this was gonna be the mid where he committed, but he got some sort of bug. His rocket jumps seem a bit weak or slow. I feel like he might be using like a fairly slow sensitivity, and he could probably use a little bit of a jump map practice, but you know, because if you're running gunboats, it's all about jumping, so you want to be a good jumper. That should be very important to you. Right now, I'm thinking this guy should just run shotgun. I don't see any reason so far for him to run gunboats at all. I have yet to see a single skip jump, single wall jump, a single anything remotely gunboats like requiring. He's using 20 centimeters per 360. Yeah, that's pretty slow. Lower sensitivity bad for soldier. It's only bad if it hinders your ability to rocket jump, which, based on what I'm viewing, seems to be the case. I think he'd be better with something like maybe 25% faster. Alright. Come on, dudes, you're in Europe. That means you have to push because you only have 30 minutes. Alright. So this game is basically over. And they hold it, only to lose because time runs out. Bum 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 bum. Alright, there it is. Fishyard. Alright, so I kind of repeated it many times, but I honestly think he should try running shotgun. He's just not playing gunboat style. His team isn't playing gunboat's pocket style. Like, they don't have a pocket scout. They don't have him jumping all over the place. So that's kind of an issue. Say they want to work on the gunboat's pocket style. Okay, sure. What do they need to change? Well, him individually, his timing's a bit too fast a lot of the times. Like, and partially it's because he's leading every push. You need to have a scout playing near the combo that's kind of leading the way almost everywhere and like scouting things out and tying people up so that the scout comes in and attracts a bunch of spam but dodges around or has enough health to survive it, and then he can jump the people that have wasted their ammo or who are tunnel visioning the scout. That's how the scout and soldier work together with gunboat's pocket. Like, they just kind of like, scout goes forward, soldier goes forward, scout comes back, then the soldier bombs someone, then the scout goes to kill that guy. So they're just like both supposed to be like rotating in and out. That's the playstyle that you ideally will have with a combo scout and gunboat's pocket. Because a lot of times he's like going a couple seconds too fast. So he should be like just coordinating with his team a little bit more, giving countdowns when he jumps in. I didn't really like the mids, how he was just playing the roof. Like, he wasn't either defending his medic or killing their medic. So it just seemed like he was just kind of lost, and he could do either one of them more effectively. Like, his team in general could do either one more effectively if he would just commit to doing one or the other. So his team needs to decide, is it more important to kill their medic or to keep their own alive? That's up to them. But I would say it's maybe pointless then to send their roamer suiciding alone into their medic if he's just going to sit back and no one else is going to follow up. Maybe they should have their roamer play a little bit more like a little bit more slow, so he like goes behind and survives or something like that. That way he's not committing his life, but he can still be effective with kind of like mental pressure on the other team, getting behind, getting in their head. What else? A couple of his Ubers, like, he especially when holding last, like, I feel like he should be going into the other team a little bit sooner. Like, he lets them get a little bit too much ground. There is a point where you should be baiting them into you, but you need to bait them in just far enough where their medic is like committed and you can chase him. That's basically the point where you should Uber and like counter Uber and chase them out. Yeah, that's basically it. Let's see. Anything else? I don't know. I feel like I covered a lot, so I hope that helped. And thanks for the demo. Woo.